Hey guys, it's the Lego Detective, and today I'm going to be showing you my giant collection of Mega Bloks. I sort of just display it up against my heater, my radiator, whatever you call it. So I have this gigantic Mega Bloks Dragons army, and then I'm going to get on to some of my older mocks from Mega Bloks Pyrates. So I know that a few of you have been following me for Mega Bloks Pyrates, and you asked me, and I've seen a few comments about Mega Bloks Dragons, so I just wanted to show you. But let's just get started. So we have my Norwegian army. So this is my Draigar castle, but we have my Norwegian. So we have one of the dragons. There's another one on the other side. We have a little catapult where he's just going to launch another man out of the catapult. We have a little outpost with a bunch of other Norwegians, a horse. And I just used that base right there as some support because, as you can see from a lot of these figures, they just sort of fall down really easily. They're not too good quality. But it's because they're old, mainly. So, anyway, here is my giant Draigar castle. And this is not the original build for Draigar castle. This is a custom build. But basically, we have these guys. And then hiding in here, we have some more specialized warriors. So, we have this dude in there. And this is just sort of a passageway that goes through. And there's an opening, actually, on the back as well. We have my Iron Raider, which was originally a Draigar that became an Iron Raider, so I just decided to include him. We have some cannons. Here's the main entranceway, and again, these guys are just really loose. Their legs, they just fall over really easily. I just have to deal with that. But then we have some cannons up here. We have the drawbridge, which you can bring down, but right now I have it in a locked position. I actually used a flag piece on going through there to lock it into place. But we have some torches, and then on the other side, we have it's pretty much mirrored right there, and then we have another Norwegian dragon, which I just put here since I didn't have any more room. But now that I have more room, I'm just going to put him with the other dude. But it's the same dragon, just in blue, and he doesn't have a chain or a special stone on it. Over here, we have a Draigar dragon, but I did not have any room to put that, so I just stuck it with the Vorgans. Speaking of Vorgans, we have the Vorgans over here, the dragon. We have their harpoon gun where you can push down on this, and then that just fires out. Where did that even go? I don't know where that went. Oh, there it is. It's behind the dragon. We have my Vorgan army, which they don't get a special outpost, but they're just a lot of organs, and especially the fluffy ones are the coolest. They're sort of even overflowing right there. But because the Norwegians had an outpost, 2 dragons, and a catapult, as well as a horse, so yeah. And then on this side, we have another opening wall with another special dude in there, which, again, it was not originally from Draigar Castle, but I just stuck him in there and pretended he's some sort of, like, special operations dude. We have a fire and warrior, which I just decided to include in this piece kind of coming off. Come on. No, I'll stick that on later. It's kind of falling apart because I had to transport it. It used to be sitting on top of a box. Pretty tricky. And then we have the 2 Draigar Kings. This is an official Draigar King, and then this is just a custom one that I had because I had some extra pieces. So there we go, 2 Draigar Kings. Dudes just collapsed there, so I'm like, these guys are not going to stand up. So I just decided to use those bricks as like little beds, so they're just resting. We have a dude which is bending back. You can see the inside. It's kind of hard to see. But you can kind of see it. There's just another floor, and then there's just a big base plate down there with pretty much nothing. And then there's a few ladders that go up. We have the main section over here, the Draigar flag, and then the awesome 2-headed dragon, which I'm just going to remove to reveal a sorcerer with 3 special crystals. And there's also another sorcerer. You can't really see him, but he's behind there, and he's actually from the Odaku clan, but I only had 1 Odaku warrior. We have a little trapdoor right there. Just flip that down. So that is my Mega Bloks Draigar Castle. I will not be doing any more in-depth reviews because, yeah, continuing along, we have a bunch of mess over here. And then we have my Cannonball Canyon, which I just recently reviewed. That was the last Mega Bloks video that I did. And here's some hype for the next stuff. We have Port Royal, which is basically the base of the privateers. So we have some marauders trying to escape Captain Cutlass and his crew. And then we have a mini version of Flying Dutchman with the custom version of Will. This is the Will that's featured at the end of At World's End, I believe. Yes, that was it. here we have a bunch of extra cannonballs and a bunch of extra dudes and more extra dudes. Just dudes that I did not use. This is all Mega Bloks Pyrates stuff. And then over here we have my extra Mega Bloks Dragons figures in these two bags, if it will focus. There we go. And then some other crap over there. We have my two, what is it called? Flagship Battlers. And I like the Dutchman more. I do have the complete Black Pearl. Here's the other sail. But I decided to take the mast and put it on the Dutchman. And I'm going to be making a custom sail because when I got it, the Dutchman was missing a few of the front planks, which I only got one. So I just used these pieces. They're not the exact same color, but they work just fine. And right now I actually have the crew on it. So I'm going to be doing a separate review, but we have a few different crew members. And then a few different crew members for the Pearl. Here's some Lego stuff. And then the prize of my collection, a video that I have like 8,000 views on. This is the Dread-Eyes Phantom with all of my skeletons and lost souls and Dread-Eye himself. And I just decided to stick, since I have like 4 Jack Sparrows and 2 of them are duplicates, I just decided to stick one of them onto here and pretend that he's like ziplining down. He's trying to destroy the Phantom, but I don't think that that's going to be too hard, because if he gets really unlucky, then he's just going to, come on, get in there. He's going to go down, and then when I turn him out the back, there he is. Oh, come on, get out there. You can see him. He's there. He basically fell through that hole. So basically, there's my entire collection of Mega Bloks right there. See if I can get into one shot. Just so that you know, I'm not doing any separate review on the Draigar Castle. I might do a separate review on the Phantom and the Port Royal. And the next one of the next videos that I'm going to be doing is either just going to be the crew members of Jack's crew or Davy's crew. I would do Skeletons and Marauders, but I don't know any of their names, pretty much. And then the next set review I'm going to be doing is on the Flagship Battler Black Pearl. I'm not going to be doing one for the Flying Dutchman because it's incomplete. But they're both pretty much the same other than their appearance. But yeah, that's my collection of Mega Bloks. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I'm out.